Hi everyone,
Hello.
and welcome back to Abundantly Minimal. Now you're going to notice a few differences here. Number one, Jake is here. I'm very excited to have him on today's video, but also we're recording in a new location and you might be noticing a few new things like in the corners or the back, and that's because 3 days ago we adopted a rabbit and we love him so much. His name is Droopy. He is so much fun, so cute. It was a long time in coming to be able to prepare for him. So we're definitely getting settled in. Honestly, I have no idea where my new filming spot's going to be yet because our whole room is kind of in flux, as well as some other rooms too. So future videos are coming. But I thought today, as we're doing our 7 days of simple series, we would have just a fun, candid conversation together about goals. The new year is a great time for setting goals, and some people, focus on resolutions. I like to try to think about goals that I'll be able to sustain longer term and in a variety of different aspects of life. So I thought we could each share our top 3 goals we have for 2022.
Let's do it.
All right, do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay. So my 3 goals. Number 1, much like many people out there, go into the gym. This is the time, right? It's open gym season. We actually had a gym membership that we started
In December.
back in December, so we're a little bit ahead, I guess. But I think just with Droopy, as Sarah mentioned, and kind of making some adjustments with our routine, we're going to keep it, I think, pretty chill, going to the gym about, what did I say? That's what I said, at least, keyword at least, because it means we can do more, but at least 2 times a week. That'd be goal 1. What I'm hoping to do at the gym, number 1, get swole. No, but really, I think I haven't been very active. In general, I'm not the most active person other than like day-to-day like activities. I don't just sit on this couch all day, I promise. But I do want to do a little bit more with swimming, try to be better about lifting. I do enjoy running. So when we were starting up in December a little bit, I've been trying to work my way up the number of miles I can run.
Miles?
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's awesome.
Yeah, just to be able to say that in case I need to keep up with Droopy, that I can do it. So
Cute.
No, it's just really, I enjoy running, so I want to see just how much I can build myself up to, and then we'll kind of go from there.
I love that. And I have a lot of respect for anyone who runs because, I was on the track team, but it was a sprinter, short distance. And like the long distance running, I don't know how people do it. I'm in awe.
You are fast, though, in sprinting.
Well, yeah, but you're only doing a short bit on the track, or at most, the longest I would do would be 1 lap around the track. Like, I can pace myself for 1 lap, But anyway, so I'm going to be trying to focus more on swimming laps. That was actually the motivator behind when we signed up for the gym, was because I loved swimming laps when I was younger. And through high school, I wasn't ever on a swim team or anything, but just for fun with my family, we would go and swim laps like every day during the summer. And then it's been a long time since that. And so we did join a gym that has a nice pool area. So for me, kind of like what Jake mentioned, 2 times a week is a good starting point. That's kind of what we've been doing so far. And I think 2 times a week is a very good amount for us for the winter. I know the winter months, winter is my least favorite season. I've said that before, but I don't really like going out and about as much. And so 2 times a week gives good flexibility if the weather is bad or, for whatever reason, we may not be as active. But then after February, I'm going to be bumping it up to 3 times a week. So January, February, 2 times a week. And for me, I think swimming is just the best fit because I've done it in the past and I like it, but also just being easy on the joints. And it's a full body workout. I have done some workout videos online, and I just don't really love the strength training and weights personally. I just feel like I'm going through the motion. I'm feeling the workout and I'm feeling sore the next day, but I'm not doing it for the right reasons, I think, when I've done that in the past. So I'm trying to lean into what feels, the best and is the best fit for sustainable fitness.
Yes.
What's your next goal?
Swimming is great.
Yeah, you've been fun to swim with.
Yes, I've been trying my best. So goal 2 for me, last few years, I've picked up the hobby of playing piano, and it has been very, very inconsistent, I will say. So actually, about a year ago, I think I made some similar kind of resolution, and I made it like 2 months where I'd go periods of time where I would never take more than a day off in a row of playing. Then we got our bathroom remodeled, and that just kind of all went out the window, and I've struggled ever since.
That's
so
true.
my new renewed goal, I think, to start is going to be to play at least 3 times a week if I can get more in there, and then play for about 30 minutes when I do, and obviously I can go more, and then we'll just kind of see if I can get back into a routine with that and build on that going forward.
And I know what helped you a lot was using the habit tracker
Yeah,
to color
yeah.
in each day. So that's a good tip if you're looking for something new, put it up on the fridge or some sort of visual. And I think there's something satisfying about being
There
able to
is.
like color that in and see the visual progress.
Yeah, it was just literally like the 6 months, and then like the letters, I think like the J, like for January, would be divided like 1, 2, 3, and then each letter would be divided so on and so forth. And when you do whatever your task is for the day, you color that in, and then you kind of get motivated to see if you could like fill in the whole letter. I know my goal would be just to only have one empty space for at minimum for like a letter, and if I could get the whole thing in, that was obviously ideal.
Yeah, no, I love that goal. Love using the tracker. For me, a priority this year is better sleep. I am more of a night owl. I'm shooting for going to bed by 2 a.m. 5 nights a week. With these are definitely numeric goals. When there's a numeric aspect of it and you can easily measure whether you're meeting the goal or not, that definitely helps. So, in this case, setting a goal of 2 a.m. as a time, but then 5 days a week builds in that, some days I'm going to stay up later, but I'm trying to kind of reel that in. Now, so far, I'm 2 for 2 in the new year. It also corresponds with having a pet rabbit because, I'm actually waking up earlier because I'm excited to see him, and also I just want him to be okay. He's out in our main area in his pen during the night, and I just want him to be doing well. So it's going to be an interesting adjustment, but I think that is helping to have some sort of external factor. And the beauty about going to bed earlier is if you wake up earlier, it's easier to maintain that. I still have a lot of energy, but we'll see if we can mellow out a little bit. What is your goal number 3?
Goal 3, this has been a continuously ongoing goal for like the last several years, and I just need to actually do it, but be better about consistently cooking meals, learning new meals, because that's something that I think is probably I have a lot of weaknesses, but that's probably one of my biggest ones is I kind of like stick with, if I am making something, like a select handful of dishes, if we even generously can call them that. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to be better about that. So I've set it to being at least trying to make something like for dinner, I guess we could call it. Dinner specifically, I think, is what we're really talking about. But at least twice a week, just because while Sarah is a wonderful chef, it's not fair that I'm not pulling my weight in that department. And this is the year. I know this sounds cliche too when people say that, but this is the year.
Well, no, I like that. And I think, too, to your credit, a lot of these things, whether it's, chores around the house or, in this case, cooking, it's, it takes two. It's a two-way street. And while, you could have done better doing more and stepping up in the past, I also should have asked for help sooner, as well as kind of let go of control. I know I saw an interesting social media post recently where there was a study that came out with parenting where it said if children are helping out their parents with household tasks at the ages of 3 and 4, they're significantly more likely to be, I think, self-sufficient and successful in their 20s.
In their mid-20s.
In their mid-20s, because they followed these kids through the age of 25 from like when they were super young. And if that's the best predictor of success later on, it's like that just shows an example of getting people involved with different tasks obviously you're not a child, but
Well, I mean,
but the idea of, in the case of this parenting thing, it's like, yeah, it's easier or quicker if the parent is doing it or if you're doing it because you're used to doing it, but it doesn't actually help the other person learn. And so it's about not, trying to control things so much and like laying low, letting go and saying, yeah, go for it. Like you can cook, because I'm still guilty sometimes when you've offered to cook and I'm like, no, I'll just do it. But I'm trying to work on that too. So it's almost like this is a goal for both of us.
so as a 30-year-old man, I'm hoping that I become a more successful adult in my mid-50s. That's my goal. So check back in 25 years and we'll see how it went.
Oh my goodness. Life's going to look really different then.
Dude. That's another video.
True. Okay, we'll keep it simple. And then my last goal here is very much a more all-encompassing goal. I will say what's not optimal about this goal is that there's not a specific, clear way I can track it. It's going to be more holistic, but it's getting business stuff, all the craziness that goes on in my head, a bit more organized and have a more organized workflow. Because, between it is two separate businesses, balancing like recording, filming videos, product creation we're doing, running the courses. There's just a lot of different pieces, and I can be a little bit chaotic as I jump before. I mean, am I doing too much work? Yes, that's definitely part of the problem. But I am trying to work on that, and I want this year to just set up better systems. Now, I do think this one's also more holistic because I think it's going to take a whole year. A lot of progress happened in 2021 on this front, but still some problems and some hiccups that need to be worked out, especially this year, some financial changes like putting Jake and then Shay, our other employee, on payroll. That's like a big step in health insurance, so that's like part of it. And then managing other like behind the scenes things. So for me, that's a goal. I feel like I'll just know it if I hit it. And I should say when I hit it. But that's definitely going to be something on my radar because I want to make sure things are sustainable and, they're not necessarily sustainable, especially if I'm doing good in other areas like swimming more and going to bed earlier. So I guess that would round this out.
Yes.
Our top goals here.
Top goals.
Now, with this in mind, part of the reason I thought it'd be fun to bring Jake on today is that we have actually started our podcast together back up. Now we finished recording our 3rd episode, so that's now available. If you want to take a look at it, we have it on Patreon, and it's very low key, even slightly less formal than right now, and just a lot of fun to answer your questions and to talk about a variety of things. So that is linked below with our Patreon page if you want to check it out. You can do audio only, or if you want to do videos like this, we'd love to have you there. It's already been a ton of fun with our patrons, our lovely tight-knit group of patrons there so far. And everything's very interactive, so we guide our topics based upon viewer questions and that sort of thing. So again, if you enjoyed this episode, you want to see more of Jake and I together, that will be the place to do it. We hope you're continuing to enjoy the 7 Days of Simple. We've got one video left in that series coming up in a few days. And feel free to check out some other ones over here. And we'll see you next time.
See you on Patreon.
Bye.